Hey everybody, what's going on? So for those of you who don't know, I am starting prep today. I am 3 meals in. I'm about to go get my workout done as soon as I'm done with this video. And I want to vlog every step of the way. So I've tried to do this before. I think I literally only did like 3 weeks worth because I got lazy and stopped doing it. But this time, I definitely want to do it for a couple of reasons. For those of you who don't really know me or my story, I'm just going to be super quick about it. So, back in 2012, I was on a show called MTV Made. I asked to be made into a fitness model. What I did not know was the entire world of competing, and that was even a thing. I thought that men and bodybuilders were the only people that competed. I didn't even know that like women competed, so that's where I was at back then. Through the show, I met a lot of important people, including the CEO of bodybuilding.com, who I somehow made an impression on from being so nervous, probably, when I met him. I made some kind of impression on him that was good. He asked for me to be a part of the team. So I am a bodybuilding.com athlete, and I think my role as an athlete really is to be we're all trying to be as transparent as we want, or as we can be rather, but for me, I was really starting at that square one. So I was not where Jamie was, or I was not where Jesse was, I was not where Ashley was, of everybody, Karina, everybody, I was definitely not where they were. I was the person who was starting off straight from square one. And basically that's why people started to follow me in my journey, because I really was starting from square one, learning everything as I went, and I was pretty transparent in my learnings of those things and what happened to me through my journey. And a lot of you know it is not a linear line from start to success. There's ups, downs, loop-de-loops, back and forths. And I am so thankful for everything that has happened to me in that span of time. I've gone through some really awesome times, and I've also gone through some of the worst times in my entire life throughout these past 5 years almost. So with that being said, I am back starting on my prep for 2017. So what I really want to do is just be transparent, share my story, and hopefully help some people along the way. So just a quick recap, or overview rather, of what my prep looks like in general. I am a group fitness instructor, a personal trainer, and a nutritionist. So along with being an instructor, I'm doing a lot of extra workouts, not so much that I want to do, but that I have to do because that is my job. So during this summer, I'm doing a lot of Zumba and spinning classes, mostly through the second half of the summer. I also do something at my job at the recreation center called Staff Pack, which is a lot of our recreation staff get together and we do a workout together during the workday. I like to participate during those times too, so that's more workouts on top of what I would be doing during prep. So I decided to look at what I was really doing throughout the week and did my training plan from there. So I'm going to be doing 2 total body workouts a week, mixed in cardio and strength training. That's going to be Staff Pack. I'm going to be teaching a couple of Zumba and spinning classes, so those are going to count towards some of my cardio. And then in terms of lifting, for me specifically and for my category of bikini, what judges are looking for are legs. They're looking at your obliques and they're looking at your shoulders. So I'm going to have 2 leg days and 2 shoulder and ab days added in with Staff Pack and all the times that I'm teaching to really make sure that I am hitting exactly what I want to be hitting. I am the type of person that I will not be caught dead doing more than 40 minutes of cardio at a time. Probably the only time is when I'm teaching a class, and those are 50 minutes at length, so you won't catch me doing more than 50 minutes of cardio at a time. My body responds really well to HIIT training, high intensity interval training. I'm able to hold on to a lot of muscle while doing that, and I'm not working out for a long time, and B, my body specifically really likes to shred fat when I'm doing HIIT training, and my diet is really dialed in. So in terms of my diet, since I do have days where I'm super, super active because I have to be, I have 2 different meal plans for myself. One meal plan is Actually, let me pull it up here so I'm not speaking blind. Okay, so plan A for myself, these are days that I'm going to be super busy. I'm taking in 170 grams of protein, 180 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of fat. I'm going to give you my current stats in a second. Plan B is the plan that I'm going to be following on my days that I don't have to be so active or on rest days, for example. I'm going to be taking in 150 grams of protein, 140 grams of carbs, so 40 carb difference between the 2 days, and then stick with my 40 grams of fat. Where I'm sitting at currently, I am about 22% body fat. I am 155 pounds, and I'm going to give myself about 10 weeks to get where I want to go. I want to be about 13% body fat, which is kind of an aggressive goal, but my body, once it realizes I'm starting to prep again, works really, really quickly, which is a good thing. But I do want to give myself enough time. 10 weeks is where the first event for me is going to kind of pop off. I have a couple of things happening a couple weeks after that, but I really want to try to get down to 13% in that amount of time, which is a little aggressive, but I think I can do it. I am definitely going to make sure that I am fueling myself, that I am eating enough through the day. I eat 6 times a day. I am not eating dairy because recently I think I'm lactose intolerant, and this is totally diagnosed, but I realized that when I start eating cheese, I would eat every single day. Halo Top, I eat every single day. And I noticed I was getting these wicked cramps, like literally out of nowhere, like all of a sudden. And I've been eating ice cream and cheese and everything like that for like the majority of my life, right? And I realized recently that I started to get super sick. Like my stomach would get like bloated and hard, like look like a legit like bowling ball, or like I was pregnant, literally. And it was scary and it hurt and I didn't like what it was doing. So I took out dairy for a whole week and I was totally fine. And then I was like, okay, let me have one morning like eggs with cheese and see if it happens again. And it did. And there's been other times that I've had cheese since and it's been fine. Other times where it sucks and I'm like keeled over. But for the most part, I'm just trying to cut out dairy because I know I feel better without it. With that being said, I don't drink whey protein, but literally today, since today's day 1, I picked up this Orgain organic protein. I cannot stomach whey for the life of me. I never was able to, but I drank that earlier. Probably had it at this point almost like 3 or 4 hours ago. So that sat fine with me. It tastes really good. It mixed really smooth, which like does not happen with a plant-based protein. It has 4 grams of fat, 13 grams of carbs, and 21 grams of protein, which again is pretty good for a plant-based protein. I just had it with water. I'm also eating it with Sour Patch Kids after my workout because protein is always better absorbed with carb. And simple carbs are best to have after a workout. So that's what I'm looking forward to after I work out, which I'm going to do right after I'm done with this video. But basically, I'm just using this again as a venting tool for myself when prep starts to get hard, and share with you guys everything that I'm going through. I want to be raw, real, upfront, and honest. So if you ever have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I will absolutely respond to all of them or make a video responding to all of them. I also want to try to make workout videos to show you guys exactly what I'm doing during my workouts. And again, I really just want to be super transparent and be able to share my journey with all of you. So I appreciate all of you for watching this almost 10-minute video. And hopefully you come back and see how I'm doing. So have an awesome Sunday, guys. And I'll check in next week.